All right, hello, everybody. We're gonna have a little kitchen chronicles as we try to figure out something to eat that doesn't include a parasite. All right, I don't want to be like that, but it is pretty difficult to eat. But anyway, I don't want to digress. We all know I'm not going to talk about it. Okay, I'm going to make a very simple chili. It's not going to have any vegetables in it right now because I just can't. I can't. My brain can't even process. Um, but I just have a little bit of chili, mild seasoning, less sodium. Don't mind this. I stopped at Starbucks to get my coffee. Um, I don't know which ones you guys like, but I'm an espresso roast girl or Cafe Verona. My two favorites. Okay, I just need to fill up my little canister. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Okay, so let me get this heated up, and I have I'm gonna get that going. It's not going to be long or anything. I hope everybody's been great. I took a little time off. We all need time off. I hope everyone's summer is, besides the 1-2-1-2, hope everyone's summer is good. We're going to do a double meat protein as usual. We want it nice. Okay? We want it nice. We're going to do, let me turn it over. Okay, the usual. I tell you, they do something to my turkey, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because I am not ready to eat. I'm not ready to eat. What is it called? Tofu. I'm just not ready for the tofu. I'm not ready for the tofu, people. Yes, I have all the seasonings in my pantry. You guys know that. I showed them to you. But I was in a store and I saw this and I just figured for content purposes, I'll get it. I'll get the little pack. I'm putting it directly on the meat to season the meat. Okay? We're going to put the whole thing. I'm going to add water later. Let's just get that bland turkey seasoned up. Sorry for the banging. Sorry. All right, let me break this. Let me break that down. So I have beans to put in there, and I think I said that, and some tomatoes, roasted tomatoes in a can. Hopefully they're safe. I'm sure my stomach will tell me otherwise. I'm gonna put my knife. Alright. I'm trying to work fast, because that's cooking fast. And take the heat off, because that is cooking fast. Put the heat off of there. I'm just going to cut these down. this down. I usually just split it in the middle and then I go straight across. If you hear any rumble in the background, we're getting a thunderstorm. I'm laughing because it's one thing after another. I'm just throwing the sausage in now. It's one thing after another. You see Canada is, smoke is just traveling all across the East Coast. Like, oh my God. I literally grew up with Canada being on fire and me being a little kid in New York. And we outside playing, and that smoke used to choke us out, but we didn't care. We were little kids. We was just outside having a good time. we didn't care not one bit. But now I'm like, what? They didn't get that situation in control yet. All right, it's in the pot. Let me turn you guys back around. All right. That meat is cooked. The sausage is fully cooked, but it's going to cook more in there. I just have rice in the other pot. So I'm going to have chili and rice. And I have a can of beans I'm going to put. Okay. I love beans, but I don't know if you remember, and if anybody is new here, I love beans, but not all beans love me back. This is the only beans that love me back. The pink or the red. I love them all. Every single bean, I love it. But baby, they don't love me. Okay? So I only use what loves me. I only use what loves me. If it don't love me, I don't use it. The number one bean that hates me is black eyed peas. Boy. We're just going to leave that alone. Leave it right there. Just know it hates my guts. So, I'm just stretching that. Put that in there. And then, I'm doing the fire roasted diced tomato. Okay? Hold on, I gotta pop this open. Yep. All right. All right, let me see if I need more. Where's my hands off? Okay. So normally it would be some onion, some green peppers, all the bell peppers. I just can't. I did not even go to produce. I couldn't go to produce. I'm just like, please give me a break. Y'all clean it up. Let me know. I can't. So it's a very boring chili, but it still has the chili flavor. We're going to put the heat on there and let it get back to cooking. And we're going to put the top on that. That's the best I can do with that, fellas. I mean, friends. I didn't mean to say fellas, but friends. And then I'm going to turn my rice off and just let it sit. Okay. I'm going to let it come to a boil and let it simmer, and then I'm going to give it a taste to see if I need to add any additional salt, anything from the pantry to jack it up anymore. I do have cheese, and I do have sour cream, so we'll see. Okay, so I usually just buy the big bag. The chili's just simmering. I turned it off. It was boiling. It's simmering right now. Just let it chill out for a minute so I can check the progress, see what it tastes like. But I usually just buy the bag and then I fill up my little canister because I don't like a whole lot of stuff over there in my coffee bar. And believe it or not, this is the first time that I'm doing this with the lights on. I drink, I do have a short of my coffee time, and I really do drink coffee at 4 o'clock in the morning. But my coffee is just coffee. Just put it in the cup. I don't dress it up. I go to Starbucks. I have the easiest order. Just dark in the cup. So I just have this little can. I like when they came out with it. And I'm like, perfect. I can put my coffee in there. And keep that amount out until it runs low. It was starting to run low. So when I was outside today, I said, let me grab another bag. And I just kind of push it down. Let me put this down before I spill it. But I mean, I used to be cream and sugar, all the fancy whoop-de-whoop. But I used to. Then one year, I gave up sugar. A decade later, I gave up cream. Now it's just black. Straight up black. I don't care if it's iced coffee or hot coffee. Just black. No fuss, no muss. All right, that should be good. Put the top on it. No fuss, no more. So sometimes in the morning, in the morning, 4 a.m., if I'm in the mood, I'll turn the camera on. Let you guys join me for 4 a.m. coffee. I said join me. We'll let you guys see my ritual. And then I just roll this back up. I use these little magnets here to just kind of pinch the bag down. And that's really about it. This goes back in the coffee station. This goes in the pantry. And this goes there. So let's check how we're doing over here. And the rice is done. It's over there. So we're going to check to see how we are making out over here. Whoop. It smells good, but let's just make sure it tastes good. Let me get a little spoon and see what we need to add to it. I just want to taste this part, see if it needs a little something. So we're going to add some salt and some pepper. That pack was really mild. So this is just some pink salt I'm adding. Cook that up. And we have some pepper medley. We're gonna got that up. It gotta be fantastic. Sometimes food is just food. My niece the other day wanted some rice with scrambled egg, sausage, and toast. Remember that old school meal? What was I looking for? Oh, we're gonna add some. And then I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. Garlic. Where is my garlic? I'm coming back. Oh, wrong side. All right. Let's give this a whirl. I'm going to turn it back on. And let it whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm gonna add? I'm gonna add a little bit of this one here to it. Ooh, give it a nice flavor. At this point, I'm just trying to eat. I can't keep saying no to everything. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of Tabasco because you know I like it spicy. Make you sweat. All right. That's really about it, guys. We're just gonna turn it back on. All right. I wonder if I should put another can of beans in here. It doesn't have enough beans to me. Front. Let's turn that back on. We're gonna bring that back to a simmer. Back over here to the coffee world. I'm just gonna put this over in my little coffee station, okay? This is my little coffee area. This is what it looks like with the lights on, but I'm usually in here. I keep that right there. That's my little travel mug. That's my little coffee bar. You see, this is coffee bar. Yep. That's my little niece, her little hot chocolate. And my big niece, she loves tea. This is her tea stuff here. And this just keeps everything organized. I'm over here though. Right over there. That's all. That's all I need right there. Where's that napkin? And that coffee, them grinds get everywhere sometime. It'll be in the dark too. Sometimes I don't see it. And that's it. And sometimes I put protein in my coffee. You know, I am a woman of a certain age, so sometimes I put protein in my coffee, but not every day. Just sometime, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. But that is it. I'll come back when the food is ready, probably all bowled up and scrumptious, okay? Okay, I plated it, and then I thought, man, maybe they wanted to see me plate it, but I think you guys see that a lot. I hate boring you guys, because, you know, we're all cooks, so we know how. So what I did, I'll just say it anyway. I put the chili at the bottom. And then I cut the rice. I let the rice steam in the bowl because I'm always doing a mold. So I use this to make a square cut. And then I stack the rice in the center, kind of leaning, standing up. And then I put the cheese going around. And some sour cream. I put the lid on top to capture the steam and let everything melt down. And there you have it. A quick, I'm gonna say 3-piece ingredient. Easy chili. It doesn't have any produce, any fresh produce in it. I apologize, but at least I know in my brain that it's safe to eat. But until next time, everybody, keep liking, subscribing, and come back for more. I'm going to start picking up where I left off. I was off for a little while, but I am back now. So I'll start getting the momentum back up and running again, okay? I'm not going to lie. It's going to be hard to come up with things because I have to stay away from the produce section. But we're going to make it work, all right? See you again soon. Bye.